Good morning, everybody. My name is Crystal. I'm just sat down this morning on the sofa. I've injured my knee a bit. It's not too bad this morning. It's not as bad as it was last night. But I've hurt my knee, so I'm just taking it easy. Tiny bit swollen on the right hand side of my knee, so I'm just keeping an eye on it. I've got up. I've managed to get up. And I can walk on it, so let's hope it's on the mend. Right, so my mum has called at 2 minutes to 8. And Morrison's lorry is outside my block of flats right now. It's not for me because I had a delivery on Thursday, so it's not for me. It's banging and clattering outside my bedroom window. It's not mine. I had food on Thursday, so I've still got plenty of food left, and I've still got some prawns and salmon that I got from the other week as well. So it was, it had long expiry dates, so I've got food. Last night I had to bang the wall to where I was sleeping and bang it. I went to bed just after 11 and I've injured my knee and I was really tired and I just wanted to rest. I was woken up about 10 past 2 in the morning, so I'd only had 2 hours sleep. It was next door. It wasn't upstairs, it was next door. And somebody was cluttering around as if it was daytime, banging around, thumping things. The communal light was on in the hallway, gone 2 in the morning. And so I knew it was them next door, it wasn't the guy upstairs. And I put up with it for 20 minutes, and bear in mind it was getting on for 3 in the morning. Put up with it for 20 minutes and I thought, this is just bang out of order. So I got a Pringles crisp packet and I banged it against the wall. Thumped it against the wall. And the noise stopped. It stopped. Right, this is just ridiculous. It's after messages off of TikTok as well. I told you, I'm not answering any messages today. I got messages, what did I get for Valentine's Day, and people running up the road with bags in their hands as if I'm a criminal. I'm a single woman. I've injured my knee, so I'm not going to go running after people's bags. I'm not a criminal. I'm a middle-aged woman, and this is all after going up to see my mother a few days ago. All this crap has started again. It's got worse. Last night I wasn't too happy about being woken up just after 2 at all. And I'm not knocking on people's doors in the middle of the night. I just banged the wall with a Pringles tin. I did. The guy upstairs gets up for work at 4:45. So if I was woken up at 2, right, he had to get up for work this morning. I mean, if they think they was waking him up, they were waking me up. There is a sick individual on TikTok that keeps messaging me under different names and profiles, and all this trouble starts after these messages, and these neighbours next door start getting noisy. It doesn't matter what time it is that these messages start, that neighbour next door gets noisy. It's ridiculous. So yeah, I wasn't too impressed last night. So here I am, Crystal, single female, in my 50s, been rudely awakened this morning. And there's a Morrison's lorry outside my block of flats. It's not for me, banging, crashing about. I'm not cross. And I've got food in my fridge. Okay. Alexa, good morning.
Good morning. On this day, in 1966, the Beach Boys recorded the first version of one of their biggest ever hits, Good Vibrations. It took 6 months to complete, but it was worth it for all the excitations.
Alexa, what's the time, please?
Good morning, Crystal. The time is 8:23 a.m.
Alexa, what's the date today?
It's Monday the 17th of February.
Alexa, what's the weather outlook?
Currently, in Rochester it's 0 degrees Celsius with clear skies and sun. Today, you can expect intermittent clouds, with a high of 5 degrees and a low of -1 degrees.
Alexa, can you tell me a joke?
How does a rabbit keep its fur tidy? With a hairbrush.
And Alexa, who was born on this day? Alexa, who was born today?
Today's famous birthdays include American basketball player and businessman Michael Jordan, English singer-songwriter, record producer, guitarist and actor Ed Sheeran, English actress, model, screenwriter, director and producer-singer Bonnie Wright, American film, television, and stage actor Lou Diamond Phillips, and American film director, film producer, camera operator and actor Michael Bay.
Alexa, who is Ed Sheeran?
Edward Christopher Sheeran is an English singer-songwriter. Born in Halifax, West Yorkshire, and raised in Framlingham, Suffolk, he began writing songs around the age of 11.
Alexa, how old is Ed Sheeran?
Ed Sheeran is 34 years old.
Yeah, one of my favourite singers, Ed Sheeran. Love Ed Sheeran's songs. I did buy all of his CDs at one point, but now I can listen to them on the Alexa. Music Unlimited, so I don't need to buy CDs anymore. I don't really listen to music that way. It's on Alexa. You can ask Alexa to play almost any song and she does. So I don't need to waste money on CDs. So what a night. It's cruel, isn't it? It's cruel what these stalking neighbours get up to. It's very cruel. But I'm battling through it. If someone loves you like this TikTok harasser keeps telling me, I love you, I want to marry you, they don't treat you like shit. They don't wake you up in the early hours of the morning and make your life a misery. They don't cause you stress. Somebody that loves you, looks after you, cares about you, and if they want to be with you, they'll be with you. They won't keep promising things that they can't keep. Right? People prey on people that are vulnerable, especially people that are kind and giving, and a lot of people with mental health problems are very nice people, right? They've got problems, but they're nice people, and they can get abused more easily than a person that doesn't have mental health problems. And this is one of the reasons why police especially muck about with people that have vulnerabilities and mental health problems, because they know they can get away with abusing them. And they might be on their own, like a lot of people are suffering stress, anxiety, and haven't got witnesses if they are being abused. So the lack of support and care by the police, right, even mocking mentally disabled people, abusing them in cells, putting them in cells and treating them like drug addicts and criminals is another thing the police do. And hospitals mistreating mentally ill people as well. It's disgusting. I've experienced it myself, and so has my mum. So just thinking you're a piece of shit they can push around and not help. Yesterday I was on my own all day, and I do get stressed out, I do get upset, it does feel isolating. I've got a stalker that wants to use me, get pictures out of me, not only just rude pictures, but I find my stories in the newspaper. Tell me, I want to know all about yourself. I don't know if it's a newspaper snoop. Tell me all about yourself. I want to know all about you. And then I'll go to the Daily Mail and I'll find what I've said to this person on TikTok. My words coming out of someone else's mouth. Someone dressed like me, looking similar to me, but it isn't me. And it happens to other people as well. The troll on Tattle Life pinching my videos off of my YouTube, and I was absolutely shocked when one of my relatives drew my attention to Tattle Life and how they were taking the piss out of what I was going through, which is so cruel and nasty, and there's no name, no real name to the content, no face. So when I saw they just didn't only do it to me, it was of some consolation, but it was still really upset me. To make fun of sexual abuse, to make fun of what somebody's going through, just to make a bit of moolah, cash. And how cheeky that is when my YouTube channel isn't monetized, but they're making money out of my videos. It's absolutely disgusting. There's been calls to take this Tattle Life out because of the stress and the hate crime it's caused to women especially. Making fun of social influencers. And some are disabled, some are trying to get their story across, and to be approached by men like I have done, and saying things about me which is totally untrue, and coming up to me as if I'm a prostitute, and I have nobody to protect and guard me. I was absolutely shocked and stunned. Last night I took Max out for a walk, and I did, and I still have got a bad knee, so I was hobbling on it. And this, whatever it is, harassment, stalking, theft, whatever they're doing outside, doesn't stop when you're not well. It gets fucking worse. Doesn't stop when you're not well. They up the ante, it gets worse. They laugh when you're in pain. They're sick in the head, they're disgusting, and you just have to protect yourself. And I'm a strong woman, right? And it feels like fucking witchcraft to me. And the way they cough, satanic worship, they cough. The devil coughs apparently. So they cough near me. And I've tripped over and all sorts. A strong person, walked around the fields, hobbling about to start with, but it's like a fucking, a rusty joint. I massaged it while I was walking across the fields, and I was able to walk around the field. It's still swollen, but I'm going to see if I can get rid of the swelling myself. If I can't, I will get in touch with somebody. So just getting older, going through the menopause, my hormones are all fluctuating, and this is what happens. So as long as I can walk on it, I got up this morning, went to the bathroom, I've made myself tea so I can walk on it. So it is flipping freezing outside. It's got really, really cold, which makes it worse, but I haven't got anywhere to go today, so I'm just gonna see what I can do. Just take things slowly. Yeah, people try to get in my way, cars reversing. My mum had said that it's no good trying to kill Jennifer, getting rid of Jennifer. So she said that again, and this harassment and bullying has got worse on me. And I'm not Jennifer, it's got worse on me again. The neighbour harassment, the noise, the keeping me awake from my sleep, which will make it you know, you've got to watch when you're crossing the road if you've been deprived of sleep, right? So they've started getting worse again after I go up and see my mother. And my mother's now saying they're doing that because they don't want me to have anything to do with my mum. That's what she said over the phone. I don't know what my mum said over the phone this morning. I'm going to listen to her message when I get off this video. Calling me, and I didn't have much sleep last night, first thing in the morning. So I'm just taking it easy. I ain't rushing around. There was a case when I had something similar to this in Chatham, and I was limping on my foot, limping. I called the doctor's surgery. They told me to wait outside the doctor's at 8 a.m. I could hardly walk on my foot. I had an infection in my toe, believe it or not, and I couldn't walk on the foot properly. So I went out of my flat. I'd phoned the doctors and told them what was going on. Walked out of my flat, limping down the stairs. Slowly walked down towards the Pentagon shopping centre where my doctor's Maritime Health is inside. And there was loads of people waiting already. And I started walking through the Pentagon Centre at around 8ish, and people started running in front of me, and a mother and a child started pushing their pram and running it in front of me, and I was limping. So instead of being first or second in the queue, I was about 11 or 12 because everybody kept running in front of me and laughing while I was limping to go to the doctors through the shopping precinct. And this is what happens because I believe my calls are being intercepted and people are listening. So they get people in place before you even get there. They get the street theatrics to where you're going before you get there, because they know where you're going. Because they're listening to what you're saying and they know where you're going. And I'm not the only one it happens to. They do it to other people. They get immense pleasure in causing people pain. And this is sadistic torture. And the Germans did it to the Jews. It's wicked torture, isn't it? Getting pleasure out of causing someone immense pain and agony. It's not normal behaviour. And in fact, Hitler and all his minions didn't get away with what they did to the Jews. They were executed. Even the elderly perpetrators of Nazi war crimes were executed. It doesn't pay to be sadistic and cruel. It doesn't. And I just go outside every day knowing I'm being mocked, humiliated, because Freemasons do not believe in Jesus Christ. They don't. They don't like people that wear crosses, because they invert the cross of Jesus. They turn it upside down. Madonna, in her videos years ago, turned the crucifix upside down. They perform sex acts near the cross of Jesus Christ. You watch pop stars' videos, especially in the 80s, turning crucifixes upside down and dancing lustfully near Jesus Christ's cross. I am a God-fearing woman, and whenever I say to somebody on TikTok I'm a Christian, they mock me. So who are these people in TikTok? Right? They love to humiliate, laugh at, and cause disruption, deception. They deceive. Make you feel that they're being nice to you when they're taking the mickey. Right? So I won't do their filth. So they try to destroy me. Everything that's filth, the devil encourages. Incest, child abuse, alcohol, drugs. You know, they worship the devil. I don't. And don't forget, my mother called my father Satan. And Satan is an entity. It's not a human being. So if my dad was Satan, he could well still be alive, the entity. Because a body, when you die, is a shell. And an entity enters a body. So these Satan worshippers said my father was Satan. So when the body died, Satan must have come out of it and gone into somebody else, if that's what they believe. I don't believe it, but they do. And I was allegedly raped by Satan. See you later.